Don't move the whole set with you.
Well, I had to be fat. I can't help it.
Oh, okay. But like, wait, we can see you. We can barely see you online, so we can do this. Okay.
Where are you guys gonna be looking at? Over here?
We need to look at both ways. We don't have, each one of us has a camera yet. We don't. We're not that rich. But we're gonna record it with the iPhone. Promoted by iPhone. Not paid by.
Un minuto. ¿Algo más que quieran hacer antes de yo comenzar a record?
No, you can start recording. You can edit it out, anything.
9 o'clock, let's go.
Hello, everybody.
You have to wait for this. I don't know if you can hear this.
We can. We can.
We don't know what we're doing. Welcome
We don't know
to our
what we're
pilot
doing.
episode of The Perfect 10.
Yes.
We did it!
We did it. First episode ever.
Just 1 hour late.
1 hour late,
It's
yes.
not that bad.
Nah, I mean, como buen dominicano, you know.
Honorary, thank you.
Honorary for our Latinx heritage. We are always going to be late.
Heritage. Oh gosh. Okay.
We're going to be late anytime, every time.
So we're here, guys, and the reason why we wanted to do this, right? Was
I got it.
We
just got it. Okay, so before we got interrupted by our handyman,
He was so handy though.
he was so handy. We are doing this because we like to talk about ourselves mostly.
We really like it to the sound of our voices, truly.
We really do.
But we also feel like
It's a problem.
There needs to be a space for community. And for us, our community would be like, we're going to say femmes, we're going to say girlies, we're going to say
Theys and thems.
basically any non-cis straight man, but all are welcome. All are welcome.
Exactly.
And we are going to talk against white supremacy. We are going to talk against the patriarchy. We are going to talk against
Everything that
all the
bothers me.
systems that bothers us, all the issues that bother us. If this is not for you, then this is not for you.
This is not for everybody.
It's really not. But
Disclaimer. Everything that we say here, it's our own experience and our own sources. We're not Google. We're not gonna Google shit for you. If you wanna look up something, if you wanna know something, you have to
yeah,
look
like
it up
we're
yourself.
here to let you know what our thoughts are about the things that we have learned and we have read, and we just want you to come along for the ride, with us. But if you are upset by what we're saying, comment. Feel free to comment.
Feel free to comment.
We want engagement, but
and
don't be a
free.
hater.
Let me tell you something.
Don't be a hater.
There's something about following somebody just to comment negative things on their page. And it's just something that I don't agree with. Like, if you don't like me, just unfollow me.
But I will make an exception though. If you feel like you can sharpen my argument with your argument, like if you want,
if your argument is good enough,
like if you're gonna give me some insight on some shit that I never really thought about before, sure. But if your insight is gonna be the same backward shit we're trying to get out of, that's not insight, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to fight. That's the whole point. Is we're trying to fight that.
oh my god, I can't believe we're talking about this thing.
We're doing it.
And a camera.
Oh, and there will be bilingual moments where we will be speaking just in Spanish. I'm not sorry. Again, this doesn't have to be for you.
We're gonna do how the Grammys did Bad Bunny, speaking in non-English. Once you put those subtitles on, it's gonna be speaking in non-English because that's what we're doing.
That's what we're here for. I also all the disclaimers up front. I grew up super churchy, so just because but I'm not churchy anymore. So just because you see me quoting the Bible doesn't mean I believe the same thing you do. So if you're only trying to listen to people that believe in God the same way you do, again, this is not
the place for you.
And that's okay. But again, as I'm saying all the things that this is not for, I feel like the people that are listening to this for the first time, that have been feeling this way and thinking this way for a long, long time, are going to be like, okay, so I'm still good. Okay, so this is my people.
Because the thing is that being religious does not equal Christianity. Or any other major religion out there. Like, I feel like you can believe in anything and be quote-unquote religious, but you don't have to, like... Because I grew up Catholic, too, right?
Yeah.
So, I went to church for most of my, teens, when I was little and everything. And I would go to church every day, Sunday, every day during the week that I wanted to. I will stay there.
I was there every day of the week. Every
You were
single
obsessed,
day. More than my parents. My parents were like, go home. Come home. And I was like, no, church.
We need to stay in church. So,
cheers.
Cheers.
We're doing it.
We're
We're
doing
doing
this.
it. Oh, by the way, in the background we have Patricia here.
She's our IT, and she
looks better than me today. Honestly, she looks better than me. She could have been on screen talent.
Next time. We're
But
gonna have her next time.
We might have to add a third cam just so she can pop in whenever she wants to say something.
Facts. Yeah.
But she's here.
She's gonna have to get her own mic because we're not getting you a mic. You're gonna have to buy yourself.
No, I might get it for her. I
You
might
guys
get
can
it.
share it
You will.
too.
I feel like I might. All right. Anyway. All right. So we're not just gonna babble forever today. We actually do have like some like
Kind of
semblance
structure,
topics a little bit.
but we would like to give you a little bit of background on ourselves
Yeah.
and the reason why we started this. So,
But the disclaimers were important up front. Like,
Of
feel free
course.
to exit.
yes, definitely.
And then, more importantly, the ones who are staying, feel free to stay.
Feel
You're
free to
so
stay.
welcome.
The other camera, you are so
You're
welcome.
so welcome. Oh, by the way, so we are doing a live because we just wanted to pretend that we're engaging with our huge audience that
And
we
not-
don't have yet
that
because
we
it's
don't
just
have.
our first
No, we got
episode.
2 audiences.
This is crazy.
And you know what? The reason why this is happening is because YouTube wants you to wait 24 hours before you can go live on your channel. And you need at least 1K followers to get on live on TikTok.
We're not there yet.
We are not.
We just started. We're starting now. You're watching us start.
Exactly. So, whatever it is. So, back to the background.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, wait, for the structure for today is gonna be, we're gonna give background by talking about each other, then about ourselves, then the topic. That's what we're doing today.
Okay, you want to do it that way?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Because-
talk about your friend.
I wasn't with my friend.
Talk
I
about
want
your
to talk about
friend.
how we got here. Okay,
Okay.
so this is actually my coworker, who over a year ago I hired as a receptionist.
2 years ago. Oh
This
my
shit is
god, you're
crazy.
shorting me. 2 years ago.
So, while she was with her resting bitch face sitting in the front desk, I just realized that she was so
have a resting
smart.
bitch face.
And like her talents have never been fully exploited, and I'm here for the exploitation. No, I wanted to teach her as much as I could, as quickly as I could, and I got very protective of her very quickly because I realized that she's been through a lot in life and has not had opportunities given to her, but she's nonetheless out here thriving.
And struggling.
And I just wanted to mentor her, like give her whatever information I have that she didn't have, and it turns out that she's the reason why I have lunch every day, because I wasn't even eating every day. Like, she's helped me in so many more ways than I've helped her. But my intentions were pure when I started. I wasn't trying to take from her more than I was giving. Sorry, we're looking at the wrong camera. Hi guys, day one. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm so proud to call her my friend. Now, I also want to add that anyone else that I consider a friend, like my best friends, I've known for over 20 years. And this particular bitch right next to me is 10 years younger than me, which is where the name came from, but we'll talk more about that in a second. But yeah, so I it started off as me trying to teach her. She's definitely helped me more than I've helped her, for sure.
Oh my god.
So that's how we're here, guys.
Okay, so now that you talked about your friend, let me talk about mine. So, this bubbly person next to me, the first thing that I heard when I started working there was like, she is a bitch. She wants to do everybody's job,
I do know.
and she's just not gonna be nice to you. And I'm like, well, I'm not nice to anybody, so that doesn't affect me at all. But I really started with a lunch, basically. I started taking my lunch with her. And more, we had more things in common.
We were trauma dumping in each other.
We were trauma
for
dumping.
days and
Yes.
weeks and months.
And then we understood that our relationship was deeper than that. And then,
It was meant to be.
yes, 2 years later now. 2 years later, we have a matching tattoo.
We do. That's
We have
true.
a matching tattoo because our my grandma and her mom have the same name. So we
Mine
decided.
is passed, so that was
Hers.
one of the trauma dumps things.
So,
you know?
yeah. And also another disclaimer, just to be sure that everybody knows. Any type of things that you might consider offensive against certain type of people, quote, black, fat, whatever the reason
Oh yeah, no.
is,
If you're actually describing me, bitch, fat, black, that's not an offense to me.
It
Those
is
are
not.
actual descriptive words. It's called an adjective. I do not get mad at accurate adjectives.
Facts.
So my nickname and what I go by on the Instagrams, which by the way we should do at some point, right? Because we're like on the internet, is Gordis 189. Gordis is my nickname. If you don't know what Gordis is, it means like
Fatty,
little fat one,
little
like cute
fatty,
little fatty
yeah.
in Spanish.
Yeah.
And that's what my family calls me, and that's what I go by because that's what I is. I don't know what to tell you. It's not offensive if it's accurate.
Facts.
It's facts.
So if
don't
you
don't be weirded out if you hear her calling me.
no,
fat.
because they are gonna shoot me out. The
Yeah,
moment that we get an
no.
audience, it's gonna be a problem when I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
oh, you're fat. No, oh, she called her fat because you know how the internet works.
No, if somebody's acting like a nigga, that's what I'm gonna say. If somebody's acting like a bitch, that's what I'm gonna say.
Facts.
If it's me being bitchy, I will apologize. I have, even to my staff, they can testify. Like seriously,
That's true.
It's not that I'm not gonna be a bitch. I will apologize for it eventually because I am trying to be a grown ass woman. But it's not offensive if it's facts.
Ah, that's true.
It's facts.
That is facts. So, continue talking about my friend. 2 years later, she is the best friend that I never knew I needed. She fake crying. She's the best friend that I never knew I needed. She hears me out when I'm being a bitch. She hears me out when I'm being nice. And to be honest, I wouldn't be where I am today without her because she literally teach me everything that she knows.
Samesies. I would have absolutely quit if it wasn't for her. So just so we're on the same page.
Like,
Absolute facts.
We're never gonna say where we work because
We can't.
we can't.
And I think that's appropriate.
Yes,
But yeah.
we can.
I will just leave it at I definitely am very grateful for my senior trial paralegal extraordinaire.
Yes, senior litigation paralegal extraordinaire with all the adjectives that goes with that.
Maximus.
Maximus.
Because
I changed my
trained her.
email signature.
did you?
Yeah.
As you should, sis.
I put senior litigation paralegal.
As you should, sis.
Because no one is gonna talk about
I
it.
give her so much work, it's not even okay. By the way, the way I do favoritism is backwards. She gets more work than anybody.
That's true. I'm a
Okay.
little slave. So back to the topic. I wouldn't be here, and now I'm gonna talk about myself because that's my favorite topic.
It's one of my favorite topics.
I am
She's
23
amazing.
years old. I am
Struggling.
soon to be graduated from criminal justice for my bachelor's degree. Thank God, because I'm tired of this bitch. And
By the way, as she's talking about herself, so she's working full time and going to school full time. Just so we're on the same page.
she doesn't let me express myself.
Sorry.
It's just
Not sorry.
okay. So I do go to school full time and I work full time. I am engaged. So don't look at my titties. Which I don't have in front of this humongous thing right here.
Right, like in comparison.
Melons are melaning. So I do doubt myself a lot. Is the Latino in me that likes to self-sabotage.
Oh, we'll be talking about it.
But
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
that's definitely gonna be a topic.
That's gonna be the forever topic.
Yeah, and I just feel like we needed to do this because
This is why I want to do this.
because we like to talk a lot, first of all, and second of all, we do have very desensitized conversation about stuff. Like we really go into stuff, and if we don't agree, we go to the bottom. We don't agree, and then I explain why I don't agree with her, and she will explain why she agrees with me or she doesn't.
We can agree to disagree.
Exactly.
What we're not gonna do is just not know what the other person is truly thinking or feeling.
Or being disrespectful
or,
to that person.
Or not expressing myself fully because I'm afraid of how that other person is gonna judge me.
That's
you know,
true.
Yeah.
That's
Safe
true.
space.
Yeah, we were respectfully to each other.
Right, because our idea of respect, because our idea of respect is not what the fuck they make it out to be. Again, if it's about patriarchy, if it's about colonization, and all this other shit that what they tell us we need to be respectful of, I will not respect. You cannot make me respect it. But the shit that I do respect, I will respect, and you cannot make me disrespect it.
Exactly.
I am who I am.
All right, now
You're
she's gonna
welcome.
talk about herself because that was enough about.
We're definitely gonna go back because I need you to understand how awesome my friend is. So she didn't talk enough about herself. So we'll
She
go back
really
to that.
said that I'm awesome. Like that's crazy.
No, she's so beyond. Okay, so I'm gonna talk shit about myself. No, I'm gonna tell you the shit about me, and then we're gonna go deeper into her. So, I grew up very, very churchy, right? So I was in church every single day of the week during my teenage years. At some point, when I was still living in Corona. I won't say the name of the church because I will be talking I'm not gonna say I'm gonna talking shit, but I will be giving very specific examples about
But
where the
people
church
from
hurt me.
Corona, you know who she is.
You do. I've been known as Oprah or Oreo if you don't remember me, because maybe I'm fatter than what you remember. But point being,
We don't say fire. We say taka.
No, but I'm fine. It's okay. So if I wanted to do something about it, I would. I don't. By the way, I haven't eaten today. I'm actually starving. I want fish, but it's late, so I don't know. We'll talk about
pizza.
it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want. Anyway, so back to myself. So church, I feel you. So church. Sorry, we're trying to figure out food. It's not. We're not figuring it out. We're figuring out that we're hungry. Is what we're figuring out. We'll figure out the food later. Oh, by the way, ADHD tangents galore. That's why I wanted to have something up for notes, because I know I'm gonna be going off topic.
ADHD and OCD to my level.
I do not have OCD.
You are gonna pretend that you don't, but it's okay.
I have anxiety that leads me to show
You have
OCD
anxiety.
tendencies.
You have anxiety. You also have.
I do, and depression.
And depression. Same as. We are. I am kind of.
Gang.
I am kind of. She's fully
Neurodivergent? Neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent. This is what happens when you have a bilingual thing.
Bilingual problems, and we're going to be talking about a lot of those as well, because for real though, we've been sounding stupid in 2 languages when we're smarter than most people. It's really frustrating.
And it's so hard because even though I speak both languages, I'm not great at either of them.
Oh, so she didn't even tell you anything. I'm going to talk about me and then I'm going to talk about her. I swear to God. So I grew up in church. My mom got sick when I was 14 for the first time she was diagnosed with cancer. And it kind of reversed the roles in my household, where I, in too many ways, had to become the mom of the house while my mom was sick. My little sister was 2 years younger than me, so she was 12 when my mom was diagnosed. And my dad was working 2 jobs, a full-time job and a part-time job, to make ends meet because my mom wasn't working anymore. So it just turned my life around. I've always been smart. I was at some point still applying for like really nice colleges and getting scholarships for really nice colleges, and then I couldn't leave because my mom was sick. I left my house because I had a boyfriend that was really tall and delicious, and he had a job, and he was going to take me out of the depression that I was in because I was really suicidal. I moved out. Within 6 months, my mom got cancer again and died. So I will have that guilt on me for the rest of my life. My family threw it in my face, extended family as well, that I'm the reason why my mom died.
Side note, fuck them bitches.
I'm just trauma dumping on y'all real quick so you could understand where I'm coming from when I say the things that I say in the future. This is the introductory episode. It's not a woe is me. I promise it'll brighten up.
You know what the name of the episode is?
What?
2 peas in a potty.
2 peas in a potty because we're doing a party. All right, I promise it'll get less depressing soon. So I stayed working the whole time as soon as I got out of high school, I started working in law firms, and I worked my way up from receptionist to paralegal, or legal assistant, paralegal. I am now an office manager at a law firm. I wasn't even going to say the type. I don't even want to say the type. At a law firm. Okay, so I now have the opportunity to teach people the things that I was never taught. I had to figure it out. So I'm trying my best to do like I don't want to say millennial, but that's what it is. I'm a millennial manager that's trying to like be mindful of people's like outside lives and their energy, and
you're trying too hard.
And trying to keep not just positive, but a positive environment that is actually conducive to people being able to do their job.
Constantly telling her that she does way too much. She's way too nice. She's way too nice.
But I just feel like I can't be talking shit about all these systems and then with the little power that I do have, not wield it wisely.
I know that's true, but you let other people step over you, and that's where I draw the line.
We'll talk about how, being Hispanic and in church has affected that. This is why I'm just giving you the intro of where all these things come from. Okay. So
Continue.
So I did drop out of college, so I never got my bachelor's. I just signed up earlier this week to go back. So you guys are going to hold me accountable to that shit. Yeah, I'm trying to go back for my bachelor's.
We're going to use it while we have them. We're going to use it while we have them.
Oh, God. So then we have this wonderful, situation at this law firm where I have wonderful girls. Patricia included, actually, who's here in the background.
She is our TI expert.
And it's just...
It's IT, sorry.
It's really wonderful to actually start walking in my purpose, and it's really made me realize that the changes that I want to make.
And you are here to save, and you shall be safe because you're all our savior.
I'm not anybody's savior, but I do try to be
They're
like
mine,
Jesus.
though, bitch.
I do
The
try to
fuck?
be like Jesus, and not in the sense of, this is what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted that I'm the most religious person that you know. That's not what it is.
It isn't at all.
At all. I believe that Judaism as well as Christianity is based on Platonic ideas, literally Plato's ideas. So we can have these discussions another day.
We will.
But but I'm just introducing. I in my spare time I would like to learn history and theology, and I want to talk about all those things. But more than all of that, what I really want to talk about is how being the oldest sibling in a Hispanic household, how that shifts your mentality.
I mean, not just being the
Being a
oldest,
Hispanic female,
and not
period.
just being the oldest.
No,
and I
put
know
in the
being a
position.
Hispanic female makes sense, but being perceived.
Yeah, that's
as
what I was
the
gonna say. That's
oldest,
what I was gonna say.
Being perceived that
Yeah, I didn't
like
mean physically being the
you were
oldest,
you're supposed to do these things because you are the one that has it together. That is fucked up.
Responsibility without reward.
Exactly. Just like every Latino household anywhere. It's just like, if you fail, I'm gonna beat you up, but if you pass, you're not getting nothing. Like, what's the point?
And by the way, relatable, I'm sure, to the other brown people, to the Asians, my other browns. I know y'all
Every
go through very
freaking body,
similar
but
shits. Everybody goes through a period.
I just want this to say this, but I'm gonna definitely call Europe the left side city.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
Asia.
So, yeah, we'll be saying things like that. Like, I consider Europe the Western Asia, the subcontinent of West Asia.
It's
Because
just the
that's
left
what it
side
is.
titty.
Just historically speaking, we make it like it's so important. It's a tiny little space of the earth, of the planet of Earth,
It is the left side
and it
titty.
is the west of Asia.
And
That's what it is.
I just, to me, because I need to get this out of my system. To me, Europe is like a guy with a small dick.
Literally,
It's
it's
just
very small dick energy.
very too.
It's very Ferrari.
I'm too
Literally.
loud. I'm gonna come for everything, and I'm gonna try to grab everything because I have nothing to compensate for. So they didn't have the land to compensate, so they started trying to conquer other lands.
And
But
we warned y'all.
colonialism is
We warned y'all this
different.
was gonna happen. There'll be tangents,
They are
and it'll be about the things that you don't want to hear.
facts.
We want to talk about it though, so if you don't want to hear about it, you can leave. Now, but I know a lot of people do want to hear about it. This is the thing. I know a lot of people hear words like colonialism and don't know what the fuck anybody's talking about, and you want to know.
You
You
do.
really do want to know.
You
You want
really
to
do.
be inside on the joke, and we will be doing that for you.
We're gonna make you.
I just
aware.
want to give you the background of, I'm not an expert on this shit, but I really do be doing this hour after hour, day
And
after
now,
day. I be
can we
knowing.
tell them? Can we tell them why is the perfect tense?
I guess it, but no.
They don't
Wait,
know.
We're gonna have to hold off on that because
Oh my God.
she didn't mention her life. So see how I went in on my life story? I'm gonna need you to go more in.
What you want me to say? So I came to the U.S. when I was 16.
That's when she started learning English for real, guys. Like for real.
I
Like,
learned
need y'all to know
English
this.
7 years ago, and I regret it.
No, but like, can you imagine?
Nah, but really,
She's a senior paralegal.
I
at a law firm.
legit learned English in a month.
She came here at
because
16.
I came here on March
crazy.
and I started school on April. So I was put in a school where English is the first language. So only one of the professors spoke Spanish. So I had to like do my homework in English even though I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I did it. I also had to do summer school because I was on my 11th grade. So if I didn't do summer school, I wasn't going to be able to graduate the next year. So in a year, I passed 5 regions and I did high school completely. I did get a medal for it. I don't know where it is, but I did get a medal for it.
Isn't that crazy? Aren't you proud of her? You didn't even know her. I'm so proud. I can't even say I didn't even know her then. I'm still proud.
Yeah, so I went through a few episodes of anxiety and depression myself, you know. Just to season the personality.
You know?
Just to season the personality because that's how life works.
A reason for wisdom because we were born wise, but now we have some traumatic
We
experiences.
have backbone
to
for
back
it.
Yeah.
We have backbone for
Absolutely.
it now. It was annoying because my mom was not here. My mom was in DR. And my dad is here, but my dad. So it was very hard for a minute, but then like I found my footing and I found my fiance. So
We're so grateful.
We're so grateful for our handyman.
Hold on, if you've met me before and you've heard me talk shit about Dominican men before, I will say I still feel that way about most of them. However, I will also admit that in spite of that strong feeling, I genuinely think Angel is one of the best guys I've ever met in my life, and I'm so.
And she will
proud of
defend him. Like, even if I'm the one telling her, because you're supposed to be my best friend, bitch. Why are you defending him?
Because I want what's best for you, and what's best for you is Angel. It is what it is.
Jesus, she said it.
Now, the minute that it stops being that way, I'll murder him myself. Don't get me wrong, but
With the butterfly
he
knife.
truly
Allegedly.
is. No, you can.
No,
use
wait,
this as
wait.
evidence.
Wait, she said, for legal purposes, this is a joke.
I mean, we work at a law firm.
Let me
no.
reword this. For legal
Alright,
purposes,
so-
this is a joke.
I listen, let's not even go there. Let's just leave it at that. But the point being, I genuinely think he's a great man. And it's honestly beautiful to see the way they love each other and the way they're growing together. It's really, no, it really is like inspirational. And I will continue talking shit about most Dominican men. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do appreciate the love and the appreciation. It's really fun because I moved to Jersey and I was living in Jersey for like about 7-8 months with my uncle, and once I moved back out of a bad decision, I moved back to New York, and once I did, like I moved back on February and I met Angel on April. So things are meant to be sometimes, because if I would have stayed in Jersey, I would have never met Angel. I would have never met you. So like I would have never met Patricia. I'm
We're
sorry.
grateful
Rebecca.
for
I'm
things
sorry.
that
We
we
love
do.
you. We love you so much. You are doing the best.
Oh my God, yeah. So, okay, so back to work. But before that, the perfect tense. Okay, so
The perfect tense.
So we're up to you moving back. So then you started working in a pharmacy. Let's start from there. Maybe?
So I started when I moved back. I started working.
Was the bike shop first?
I started working on a restaurant first for 2 months.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I got fired from that job because I was accused of something I didn't do.
Wah, wah, wah.
But I'm not gonna say where's the restaurant from, because you know who you are, bitch. So, after that, Angel has only met me for 3 months, and he got pissed off. So he got me a job in a bike shop. The bike shop was a bike rental on 59th Street. Shout out to my guys over there. They're so nice. They still give me discounts. I worked there.
Great if you're coming to New York as a tourist.
Yes, great. If you do, I'm not gonna say their name because until I get paid, I'm not saying nobody's name. But yeah,
That's a museum.
yeah, we'll give it to you through the end. I worked there for about a year. Then I passed to working on CVS. Yes, that's CVS. But I was working on 42nd Street, so I was working with the riches and the bums. Like it's a mixture. over there.
Midtown is trash for that. Mixture.
is
You'll
a
never know
mixture.
who you're dealing with. An angry rich person that doesn't know how to talk to humans, or a bum,
Or a bum
insane.
who's literally insane, or just literally
drugs, whatever.
It's a problem.
Midtown is
So
an issue.
I was working there for about a year, and I go nowhere. So I moved to another pharmacy. Those are my peoples still. I worked there for a year on that pharmacy. I was making bread, but I had no life because I was working 57 hours a week
Well, go to school.
while going to school. Yeah.
I just want to keep saying the word going to school because I don't think, as per usual, Hispanic females are not giving yourselves enough credit. Like, it's not easy to go to school full time and work full time. Like, it's really just not. And we just make pretend, like, we just make it look easy. Now, let's be honest, like, she makes it look easy. Look how pretty she is while she's going to school full time and working full time.
Oh
While she
my
has a
God.
fiance. Like, it's a lot. And we
It
don't
is a
ever give
lot.
ourselves enough credit for the thing, so.
That's true.
I mean, I give myself plenty of credit. That's, I'm working on it. And work in progress. But I didn't used to.
We are all a work in progress. So I was working there for a year. They offered me more money to stay, but I took a lower pay for working on the law firm. And
then we tortured her for a year as a receptionist.
I don't want to look. That year that I was a receptionist, I just want to say, whoever treated me like shit, then is still trying to treat me like shit. My position is higher than yours.
Oh,
So
that's
respect
so
me,
shit
baby.
facts.
You have
So
to
you're
respect.
scared to say your title?
Her
I
title
already
is
said it. It's
senior
senior litigation paralegal.
There you
Extraordinaire. I already said it.
extraordinary.
Like whoever steps on my toes, like
And that's y'all. That's on y'all for messing with the.
that's
ancestors.
on y'all.
Y'all should have checked with my ancestors before you try to do whatever you.
Facts.
Want to do. That's on you. They would have told you don't.
Like you should have said like who was my moon, was my sun, was my
Yeah,
sign.
you should have asked questions.
You should have asked.
You should have asked questions.
You should have asked.
You went
I
out
would've
here
told
all
you.
willy nilly. That's on you.
I would have told you. I would have told you that my moon is in Sagittarius, so you would have known. Like you would have known already. Like
And you know I'm a Virgo moon. Does that make sense?
he does.
I feel like it should explain.
He does
my
because
whole
that's
work.
Gabby.
And my work shit too.
Yes,
I be
that's true.
Virgoing as fuck.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true. Because you're trying to take everything for yourself and you don't want no help, but then
it's Virgo as fuck.
exactly, it's just a problem. But we're been talking for 30 minutes.
I know.
That's crazy.
I mean, isn't it crazy? And we're following the actual like.
And we are really going on a flow because we're not like the thing is that we talk like this every day during lunch. Like we take an hour lunch. Just
We actually go much farther into tangents, but I really did want to focus on the intros today.
yeah, because we need you to know us so you can trust us and give us your money.
Basically, yes, this is very important. I really, in an ideal world, we're not gonna have to look for we're not going to have to look for sponsors. We're gonna try to make this off of a Patreon community situation. I really want to build a community with other Latin femmes. Like I really think we need a space. I think that there are other content creators that focus on one thing or another, but don't actually just create a space for us to just
talk.
Yeah, just chit chat, moan and groan a little bit, and also
to recognize. Like the thing is that some of these people, most of the people, really don't know that their struggles are valid or that what they're actually doing is struggling.
And that's what I want to encourage.
They might think that they're just fine. Like it's just another thing that happens every day. Excuse me, but it's not.
I feel like a lot of the spaces that are created for our people are often like either super encouraging, but like to the point where it's like
if you get too
that
far, it will
toxic
stop you.
No, the toxic happiness. Like it's not realistic either.
No, but like it's also the fact that like, oh, you will start working somewhere and it will be like, oh, if you get too far, I'm stopping you. Like
yeah, I don't want that. I want a limitless. I want us to understand that we are, and actually overheard my boy Angel say something similar earlier. Like
our handyman.
When we get into these rooms with all these people that have all this experience and all this money and all these years in the career, to find out that you are so much smarter than them, and
they're just dumb.
They had nepotism that we don't have because we're first, second generation in this bitch,
and we are trying our hardest,
but we don't have community.
We don't.
But we have.
We really. The thing is that we don't support each other to that level because Dominicans, but Latin in general, we have this thing where it's like we are Cubans in Florida. If you know, you know. We're Cubans in Florida.
Once we're in, we don't want
we don't want anybody else
in. Too. I think it's fully actually a very common immigrant experience.
Yeah, it's like once you're here, you don't want anybody else to be here, and that is what makes it very hypocrite from us and makes it hard.
You see why I try to be the manager that I am, because I don't want to be a hypocrite in that sense. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it
like,
feels you.
I want to create a space where we can chit chat honestly and from an honest place of actually talking about our real struggles. Encourage each other to do the things that we have the ability to do.
If that man doesn't work for you, you can.
Please don't spend 8 years with a nigga who's gonna be perfect for the next bitch.
She is a living example of that shit.
I am Captain Save. My friends call me Captain Save. Oh. Because I be trying to fix people's lives. It's my gift. It's my curse. It is what it is.
But
we're not gonna do it anymore for people that are not.
If you have any and all, you can always hit us in the link in the bio. We are gonna be responding to emails, to texts, to anything. We're always responding, because we have nothing else to do, and mostly because we just started.
I don't have kids or a husband or a fiance. I have time.
She does not. She has time. So, if you have any confessions, we're also gonna do an episode on confessions. So just tell your little secrets. We're not gonna tell your name.
Things you've never told anyone.
Like how you pick your eye hole. I don't know.
Feel free to make a fake email to do so you can stay 100%
yeah,
anonymous. That makes you feel better.
That makes you feel better. You can stay 100% anonymous and make a fake email and say how you feel about your coworker that doesn't do their job. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm about to make a fake email so I can send a confession myself.
That's hilarious.
And pretend I don't know.
That's hilarious.
It's just pretend
We
I
might
don't know.
both need to do that.
It's like, oh, this email through confession, and it's ourselves. That's crazy. It's like Gordy's89@gmail.com.
Like,
Who is this?
Semicolon.
Who is
With a
this?
semicolon at the end just to spice it up. They'll never know. How will they know?
How will they know? We will never tell.
I'm so excited we're doing this. Honestly, the reason why... Well, we'll get to the perfect 10 right after this. But the reason why I've always wanted to talk on the internet, personally, is so that other people can feel seen and heard.
That's
the same
true.
reason why I used to go to the altar call every single time the altar call was done during youth service, is so other people could feel comfortable to go to the altar. People thought I was crazy because
You are.
I was like, so you feel repentance every single week? That's so weird.
That's crazy. Why are you doing that every week?
And I'm like, first of all, I just feel the presence stronger at the altar.
It's just like,
And
no,
then
it's
second of
just
all,
like,
it makes everybody else feel comfortable to actually come to the altar with whatever
that's true.
burdens
Because you
they
know what's
actually
funny?
have.
You know what's funny? That side of repentance on the church,
Mhm.
on the church that I used to go to, it was separated. Like it was a little space that it was like kind of a room, but it had two entrances, right? And they have the little kneelers, like where you kneel to pray.
Mhm.
And on Sundays, it's like you're always waiting for somebody to go in there so you can go, so you don't feel like you're going in there alone. And just like you said,
was that
it
guy.
gave me a flashback because I would do that too. Like I would be on the front, kneel down, face down on the front. Most of the time I didn't know what I was asking for, but I was there. I was there.
I was praying for the city and for God to help the youth so that we
Yeah,
wouldn't
look,
feel so
I was not
lost.
praying for that.
I was such a good girl, guys. Then I became an adult.
I was probably
That's not
praying.
y'all.
I was probably praying so my mom don't make me do the dishes again. Like that was the prayers I was doing.
See, that wasn't even. I really was out here like
Caring.
crying,
She was
hysterical.
caring about people,
all the time.
which is sad as hell.
so annoying.
Okay, so let's get to the perfect tense because we've been talking for too long. And
No, not too long. I
Yes.
wanted it to be an hour long. I wanted this perfect tense part to be around the 40 mark. We're there.
we're there.
This is, believe it or not, I know it looks like I'm just ranting. This has been a fully produced show, guys.
I know.
Another thing, we're gonna get to it right now. 3 minutes into the 40, we're gonna get into actually at the 40 for the perfect tense. So at church, right? My church had a video and audio department, had a radio department. So I've actually done this before.
She's
and
not.
then
It's not her first time.
Work backstage for production a lot for. I'm not gonna name the station. We'll just say it's the largest Spanish Christian station on the AMs, and if you know, you know. I used to work backstage for their events from when I was really little, so I've done a lot of backstage production stuff.
Because you couldn't fit on the front.
I didn't want to be in the front.
You take my joke.
I got it, but I get
It's
in
not
where,
funny anymore.
I get in where I fit in, fat or not.
It's
Fuck
not
you.
funny anymore.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know you are, but it's not funny anymore.
It's way funnier this way.
Like,
Way funnier.
People would think. Shouldn't you get a friend?
I am accepting of all fat jokes.
Cheers.
Of all any jokes. They
I mean,
gotta be
I'm gonna tell
funny.
you something.
They
If a
gotta
joke-
be funny though.
If a joke is funny enough in
It's
the
funny.
comments, we're gonna put it in every episode. Like out there another episode. This is the joke of the week.
Yeah, if you got listen, we're Hispanic. This is a for real thing, like for real. And I didn't say Latina. I said Hispanic because that's from the España. We be talking shit.
Yo soy española.
Porco dio, like
Yo soy
honestly.
española, tío.
What is it? That's
Joder,
Italian.
tío. Joder, tío. Hostia.
That's the one.
La hostia.
Me cago en la hostia.
Me
Dude,
cago en
do you
la
know what
hostia.
that means? Hostia is the wafer of Jesus.
Yeah.
They're saying they're shitting on that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't think people knew this.
No, that's what I'm saying.
La hostia del Señor está con nosotros.
when they're saying
Me
that-
cago en la hostia.
That's what they're saying. I know nobody else puts it together. This is what I'm saying. Mad disrespectful.
Me cago en la hostia.
So see, that's disrespect that we're used to and we're okay with it. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you can't call me fat because I gotta be offended. Like that's the part. None of this makes sense.
Because
I will be deconstructing. We will be deconstructing the things. We will be. Okay, so
Eventually.
we're almost there. So the perfect tense is because hablando de hablar mierda porque somos hispanohablantes. A perfect 10 comes from her being a perfect one. Me being a perfect 0. So this is what I was gonna suggest actually. So when people in the comments agree with me, they should put 0, 1. Because yo soy gordita first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for you, it should be 1, 0.
That's true. That could work.
Right?
That sounds legit.
Is that cute?
Two kids in a party.
So When we have a question at the end for y'all in the comments, and you don't really want to put your whole, status out there, you don't really want to have to put a sentence together.
You can just put I agree
A
with
0, 1, or a 10.
When you agree with Oni and when you agree with me, you can put a 10.
Isn't it cute?
It's perfect.
Isn't
Thank
it?
you.
Perfect tense.
Yeah. So the reason behind
But
this whole
también,
thing
yeah, there's more.
is because she's 33 and I'm 23. So we're perfectly.
Did you hear how she said 33 though? Wasn't it like 33? Like this guy? I don't know. I hurt my feelings.
I heard. You're in your 30s, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Estás.
Yes. So we are exactly 10 years apart. Like, legit, my birthday is on May. Her birthday is on July.
Yeah, so it's 10
So
years
it's
in, like, 2
literally
months.
10 years and 2 months, which is crazy. So whenever I turn an age, she turns the same.
Just one.
And we
above.
just waited how many years to meet each other? 21 years? That's crazy.
I'm so glad, bro.
So happy. That's the
Life
best decision.
changing.
The best decision that I made in my life. To fuck Angel.
Okay, well, on that note, one of the best decisions I've made in my life was to hire Shayla. I won't say it's the best decision I've ever made,
Hey, give me
but
credit.
it's up there.
Give me credit.
She honestly, it's the reason why I eat lunch again. Like I can't even tell you.
Okay, so I just wanted to say thank you so much, even though you were late.
Oh my god, I didn't tell them how we got here today. Maybe we shouldn't have a main topic for today. Maybe we could just talk shit for the whole time.
Let's
Start
do
with the
it,
main
because we don't
topic
have a main
next time.
topic anyways. We'll be
No,
talking.
I did have a main topic, but
Yes, but it was
the
too,
video
like-
is inside the phone.
Yeah, but like the thing is that unless we have a setup where we can actually show scream the video, it's not.
But we will in the final edit.
Yeah, on the
Just for
final
people
edit,
live.
but no.
But no.
But no.
The way that these people do it is that during the live, they'll like show it on the little thing, and then in the real thing, they'll like
Yeah.
put in the video.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So,
We'll do it next time.
so how she got here? So basically, we work together, right? So she didn't go to work today because she wasn't
Or
feeling
yesterday. I
good.
really am
Or
not feeling
yesterday,
well.
she wasn't feeling
I'm
well.
here because I am committed.
You made a commitment, which is not hard to break for her.
At all, bitch.
So the reason, so I get out of work at 4:30, so I'm calling. I gave her 10 calls, and she didn't pick
Didn't even
up.
notice.
And I texted her, "You better be dead, because if you're not picking up my phone, you better be dead. Like I prefer you dead than just ignoring me."
I wasn't ignoring her. I was dead asleep.
She fell asleep
I
and
truly
she
was
woke
not feeling
up.
well.
She woke up like at 5 something. Was it 5?
5:30ish.
Was it 5:30? And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like hoping for me to cancel. No, bitch, we're doing
I
this.
was not hoping for you to cancel. I swear to everything. I really wasn't.
I know, but you
I would
were.
have just canceled on you. You know me.
Yeah. And then I felt like you were canceling on me when you didn't pick up the phone. But yeah. That's,
No, I would just tell you. This is what I need you to know about me. and I think I am not going. Fuck you. Fuck whatever you have going on. I am not going. Period. Like that is always my. I'm very honest about it.
Yeah, she has no pelos de la lengua.
Not for that. Not for anything really.
But no, it really does makes me happy that she actually showed up. She was late.
was very late.
She got a cab, and then we took an hour setting up. And that's why we were late on the podcast. That's why we started at 9.
Because I got here at
7
Almost
something,
8.
almost 8. Yeah, she's special for timing. So next time, it's 8 p.m. on the Dominican clock, which
yeah, Dominican Standard Time. DST.
Dominican Standard Time,
That's-
DST.
If I didn't mention that as well. Okay, so I grew up in Corona, and at the time in the 90s, Corona was 100% Dominican. At least the part of Corona. that I
So
was
this
from.
is why she doesn't sound Colombian. Cause
I don't
she
know
is
what that
Colombian.
means. I am Colombian. I sound Colombian in my
You
head.
don't sound Colombian at all.
I don't know if you know what Colombian sound like. This is the thing. There's not Colombian accent.
Of course, we have Karol G. Shakira doesn't sound anything.
This is
Shakira
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
sound anything.
So these are your examples. Shakira, who sounds
God knows how.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Karol G, who's from Medellin.
Who has a tech accent.
Medallo accent. I think Balvin might be either from
J
Medallo.
Balvin,
I think he's from Medallo
Maluma.
as well.
They're all from Medallo.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like,
We got Sofia Vergara though.
so that's the closest to my accent.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, but that's the accent that you do when you're mad. You don't do that accent when you're actually.
If my full-on Colombian accent is mad, sálvese quien pueda.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't have a filter when she's mad. So, That's crazy.
I'm not there when I'm mad. It's Gabby.
Multiple personality disorder out here. Thank you.
Comes with trauma.
Comes with trauma.
So we're definitely going to be talking about our trauma. We're definitely going to be talking about the things that we learned in school and through our studies, to give us the opinions that we have. And we're going to be talking shit about the lives that we lead, because this is it's una vida, marica. And honestly, somebody got to talk about it.
It's
I
a
gotta get it off
space.
my chest.
It's exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like we need to, and your chest is big.
It's
so.
big, so
So-
it's, there's a lot to get.
She's carrying a lot.
There's a lot to carry.
Well, I can't relate. I can't relate.
I'm too busy being pretty. Can't relate. No.
What are you talking about? We're talking about boobs. We're not talking about. Wow.
This is what they accuse women
It took
of
me
doing
an
all
hour
the
to
time.
do my makeup, and I was actually doing my makeup and stuff because I thought you were not gonna show up.
I would have told you I wasn't showing
I
up.
know, but like the imposter syndrome in my mind was like, she's not coming.
I would have definitely canceled on you happily, if that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
It's funny because it's true. The part that you guys don't understand why that was so funny, it's absolutely fact.
She's done it.
I will cancel on anything.
She has
anyway.
like we have planned stuff, and she has given me money, and just not show up.
You can ask all my friends. I've done this to everyone.
not show up.
I will pay my share. I won't show up. If I don't fucking feel like it, I'm not going to. And my puto Dios que me va a hacerlo. Fuck it.
That's true. On that note,
It's just no wait. Before on that note, no, we're gonna do a full hour. We're at what? A type 45. All right,
Why
fine. On
would-
that note,
why are we gonna do a full hour?
type 45. All right,
We gotta go.
type 45.
It-
All right, guys, it's been real.
It's been real, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're tuning in, and the clappies, we can't hear the claps because we're not set up yet. We need the mic. We need the whatever.
Un día que no sea hoy, marica.
Un día que no sea hoy, coño. Like
This was fun though.
this was great.
Next time it still won't seem like there's structure, but we'll have a topic.
We'll have a topic definitely.
I did
And
have
leave
a topic,
us
but
leave
we're
us
done.
your suggestions on Instagram. We're always gonna post the day before for the suggestion.
But I think imposter syndrome, maybe. Have you heard of imposter syndrome? That should be the.
That should be
That's
the
the
question
question.
for the video. Have you heard of imposter syndrome? You might
And
have
oh
it.
baby,
You might have it.
maybe we'll bring the therapist.
We might. Yeah, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can bring a therapist, and
A licensed
we do
therapist.
have licensed therapist friends. Okay.
I'm not licensed, but she actually is.
She is an unlicensed therapist, according
But she has a master's in therapy.
Quoted,
for
quoted.
real life.
unlicensed therapy.
Oh yeah,
Quoted.
we'll talk about that story another day.
All right, guys, it's been real. This is Shayla.
It's been Oni.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a great.
Hey guys, so we're gonna log off now so we can actually talk shit.
Bye.
If you want more BTS, follow.
I
We should have
did not.
disconnected. Yes, you disconnected all Bluetooth.